Girl, good morning. It has been a morning. It's December 2nd. This is not water, baby. This is coffee. Cold brew, to be exact. But I'm talking quiet because my son is sleeping. But I'm gonna do some makeup just so I can feel a little alive. Because right now I don't feel alive. I feel dead. Luckily, my mom came over this morning and she helped me with Mello. My mom, anytime mom comes over, it's so helpful because Mello loves my mom. He calls her Mimi, and he wakes up in the morning. If she's like been over for a few days in a row, like he'll wake up the next morning, he goes, eyes open, Mimi, Mimi. Right when he wakes up, crack of dawn. I'm like, Mimi's at home, and he's like, Mimi. But all that to say, it's helpful when she comes over because then I like get some time to like chill out a little. I can like take a shower and stuff and she'll watch it, which is really nice. Also, I'm pretty sure you can see the mess through the mirror. This is our spare bedroom, okay? There's clothes and Christmas presents and blankets and everything in the background through the mirror, so just ignore that, okay? Mind your business, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not doing anything crazy makeup wise. I just want to feel alive because I feel dead. Carmela woke up at like 1:40 and he woke up screaming, top of his lungs screaming, and then I ran in there and I laid him back down, and then he went to sleep, and then he woke up again at 3 in the morning, same thing, screaming, top of his lungs screaming, and I don't know what's going on. He's almost 2, which is pretty crazy because last time I posted a video on here, he was just about to turn 1, and I recorded more videos after the one that I had posted, but I was just not feeling myself at all. And like, it was just not worth it for me to put it on the internet when I was clearly not feeling myself, and I was just in a weird space mentally and physically, but I'm feeling a bit better, and I feel like I have found my footing a bit more in motherhood and all of that stuff, so I feel a bit more comfortable posting myself on the internet for the world to see. Although like the world doesn't really see me, like I don't even get views like that, so I should chill out. But you know, with the possibility that like random people in the world are gonna see what I'm posting, I was like, oh, I'm not happy with the way that I was portraying myself. So that's why I went MIA again after I was like, I'm back. But honestly, if I had $1 for every time I said I was gonna be back and then I stopped posting again, I'd be rich. So I have the intention to post more consistently now, I feel like, than I did before, you know? I don't know. But all that to be said, I don't know if you guys care about this or not, but yeah, that's what's happening. I also got some clothes from Honor Active. Didn't know. I am a gym girl now. I think that I had probably mentioned that my last video. I mean, I've been going to the gym for a while now, but I go to the gym like really consistently now. I go 5 to 6 days a week. Lately it's been a little more inconsistent just because of holidays and things, but that's my outlet right now. It's like working out. You know, I'm like home all day with my son, and so getting out of the house, going to the gym is my me time. It's my only release, and it's like my only social interaction, kind of, you know? Like, I feel like a dog. I'm like, I need to socialize because I go to workout classes, and even if I don't talk to anybody there, I'm like around people, and that's enough. That's enough for me to like feel like I'm part of society. I don't know. If you are a mom, I feel like you'll kind of relate, or if you're a parent in general, and you like stay at home, or you're a guardian, you stay at home and watch your child or somebody else's child, I feel like you'll get it. It's really easy to just like put yourself in your own bubble and just let it be, right? Because if I wanted to, I could simply see my mom, my in-laws, my dad, Carmelo, and my husband, Chris, and that could be all. If I let it get to that point, then I'd go insane. But like, that is an option. Like I could just see them and the world would keep rotating, right? Like everything would continue to happen because it's just the way that things are. If I don't force myself to get out of the house, I simply don't have to, is what I'm trying to say, I feel like. But it's important for me to get out of the house or I go actually batshit. I've learned that about myself the past almost 2 years, is that if I don't get out of the house, I actually lose my sanity. I go crazy. I go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but we don't want that to happen, right? Because if I go crazy, then who's going to take care of Carmelo? You know? I look really, really white right now. That's fine. I promise I don't look this crazy in person. I gotta figure out this like lighting, because I look really pale, brother. Like concerningly pale. I promise I'm pale. I'm pale. In the winter, I'm pale. In the summer, I'm damn near pale. Like it's hard for me to just get color in general, but I'm not ghostly. I feel like I look ghostly on camera. What else? Let's see. I'm like, let me think. I'm trying to do a little like chit chat, get ready with me. Am I going anywhere? Absolutely not. I'm going nowhere. I mean, I have the gym later, but it's only like 11. I just put Mallow down and I'm gonna probably like make dinner after this or prep dinner, and then by the time I'm done, Carmelo's probably gonna be awake from his nap because he hasn't been taking great naps lately. But let me see. What can we talk about? Oh, Carmelo just busted his head open like a week and a half ago. Scariest moment of my entire life, and I would like to never live through that again. But he was running. He does this thing where he runs in circles around our house, or our living room, and we have a rounded TV console. The console is rounded. I bought it specifically thinking we have a toddler, we need rounded edges. It's rounded, okay? It's rounded. Apparently not enough, because he was running in circles and he tripped and he fell, as toddlers do, right? They kind of always fall. They're like drunk little adults. They're just like drunk little people. I feel like they fall everywhere, they stumble everywhere. He fell, and my friend Elizabeth was over, and we were all sitting there, and he started crying, and I went over to pick him up, and I was like, oh, it's okay, you know, thinking like he just fell. I pick him up, there's a puddle of blood on the ground, and blood all over his face, spewing. When I tell you this looked like a horror film, it did. I picked him up and I was like, oh my god, he's bleeding, right? And I thought that it was his nose. I went to the kitchen and I'm trying to wipe his nose, and I'm wiping his nose and blood's just smearing on his face because it wasn't even his nose that was bleeding. And then I figure out it's his head. His head busted open. He has a slit down his forehead from like here to here. He's gonna look like Harry fucking Potter. He's gonna look like Harry Potter because he's gonna have a scar on his forehead. Like they said that there's scar creams we can use to help it, but everybody that has seen his stitches that I like run into in public are like, oh, I did, not everybody, but I'm saying like a lot of people, they're like, oh, I felt like that when I was younger. My scar's still right here. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, maybe the scar cream can help a little bit, you know, but I feel like he's still gonna have a mark, which sucks. And like, I feel really bad. Like I feel guilty for him having that mark. Like I should have been able to stop him from falling, but I know that that's not realistic and that toddlers fall and things happen, and thank God he's okay and thank God it wasn't worse. But basically, he was running, he fell, he was bleeding everywhere. Chris comes into the kitchen, my friend Elizabeth comes in, and we're just kind of all standing there, and I'm like, okay, let's go to the hospital. So we take him to the closest hospital to us, which we have Kaiser as insurance. We take him to the closest hospital to us that is not Kaiser, but in an emergency, you can go to any hospital. Regardless of the insurance you have, you can go to any hospital because you need immediate medical attention, correct? They can't deny you. So we go in, I walk in, bear in mind, like I can't be more, like I am not being dramatic when I say we looked like a horror film. Carmelo had blood all over his face, all over his shirt. I had blood all over me, all over my sweatpants. I looked insane, he looked insane, like, and he was still actively bleeding. Like, it wasn't gushing anymore. We put some pressure on it to the extent that he would let us put pressure on it. But he was still bleeding. Like, he was still actively bleeding. And I go to the front to like check in or whatever, and the nurse goes, okay, he fell? And I'm like, yeah, he fell. Doesn't ask me any question like, how far did he fall from, and like all of these things. If you don't know, I'm pretty sure this is accurate, but for a baby or a toddler, if they fall twice their height, it's like dangerous. They could crack their skull open, right? She didn't even ask me the distance at which he fell from, the height at which he fell from, which kind of made me irritated because I'm like, he could be dying. He could have a cracked skull, and you're giving me the least amount of like like that you could give, right? Like the least care. No sympathy. This one had no sympathy, okay? I'm standing there freaking out, shaking. Carmelo's bleeding. He's bleeding from his head. And she was like, okay, he fell. Okay, what's your insurance? And I was like, oh, we don't even have this insurance. We have Kaiser. And she was like, okay, wrote down the information. That was it. Doesn't check him at all. And I was like, all right. We stand outside, and I'm pacing outside holding Mello because the hospital, the waiting room is packed. It's so full, it's packed in there, right? And I understand that there's an order in which people get called in the ER, and it's like from most serious to least serious, but I'm so sorry. I feel like a toddler's head busted open, actively bleeding, kind of takes a little priority. Maybe just triage them, check them to make sure they're okay. No, we're there 40 minutes. I'm not even being dramatic. 40 minutes, also freezing outside, pacing, and I'm carrying Carmelo, pacing back and forth, and Carmelo's a big mama's boy. Like, Chris tried to hold him, and he was kind of like, no, you're not my mom, I want my mom. And then after that, Carmelo unfazed. He wanted to run around. He was like, okay guys, I've been here for 40 minutes. Like, let's put a little glue on this bitch and let's call it a night. I swear, that's how he was acting. Which made me feel better, because I was like, okay, well, at least he's like, it hurt, obviously, I'm sure it hurt, but he was being a little champ. My son, he can take a fall, he can take a bruise, like, he was being a little champ. And then I go back inside, because I'm like, okay, it's been a long time now, it's been like 40 minutes, and I go back in and I'm like, hi, I know you don't have any control over this, but how many people are ahead of us? Realistically, what's the time looking like for how long until he gets triaged? Because we don't even have this insurance. It's going to be too much longer. We're just going to drive to Kaiser, which is like a 30-minute drive from where we are, but like, we're just going to go if he hasn't even gotten triaged. And the guy goes, oh, I'm sorry, there's like one more person ahead of you, but that's just to get triaged. So I can't really guarantee how long it's going to take for you to be seen. And I was like, okay, for sure. I'm trying not to give this man attitude. He's just a nurse or a receptionist. I'm not really too sure exactly his title, but like, it's not his fault that things are taking so long, and I'm aware of that. But I'm also freaked out. My son's bleeding. I'm freaked out. I just want to make sure he's okay. Chris and I get in the car, we take Mello, and we go to Kaiser that's 30 minutes away. We get there, and on the way there, Carmelo is chilling. He's still bleeding, but he's chilling, right? He's like, I'm a boy, I got this. He's eating a mini bagel that we had in the car from him in the morning. I had left it in the car in the morning, forgot to take it out, thank God, because he was starving at this point, because it had been an hour since he busted his head. We get to Kaiser, they see us in like 5 or 6 minutes, and they go, okay, so he's gonna need stitches. And Chris and I were just like, no, like, not the stitches. We were just hoping they were gonna, like, you know, like the glue that bitch shut. No. And he didn't even get the stitches that dissolve. He had to get them taken out too. So there was that, and she was like, I'm gonna be so honest with you, it's gonna hurt and he's gonna cry, because we're gonna either put numbing gel or we're gonna give him 2 shots. And I was like, okay, we'll give him the shots, because she said that the numbing gel takes 45 minutes to kick in. 45 minutes with a toddler sitting there after we'd already been sitting for an hour and a half. No. And she said that even with the numbing gel, it's not guaranteed that it works, and sometimes even after the 45 minutes they touch it and it's not numb, and they have to give them the shots anyway. And she's like, I recommend just doing the shots. Like, it's not gonna be fun, but it's better to just get it done. And so I'm like, okay, let's do it. Poor Chris, he doesn't do well with blood or needles, and he's getting pale, like, poor thing. And the nurse was like, okay, sir, you know, just let us know if you're feeling like you're gonna pass out. It's easier for us to get you out now before you fall on the ground. And he's like, no, I got it. It was a whole thing. They swaddled him up. Chris had to like lay on top of him. We're like playing Miss Rachel. Thank God for Miss Rachel. This kid loves Miss Rachel. We're playing Miss Rachel on their phone. And poor baby, they give him the shots and he starts screaming. And then they give him the stitches. And after it was numb, like, he was handling the stitches like a champ. Like, there were 5 stitches, and he handled them like a champ. And then we got to go home, whatever. It's been like a week and a half since that happened. He just got his stitches taken out a couple days ago, and my gosh, the anxiety that we have now is unmatched. I think we were anxious parents to begin with because Carmelo's our first son. We're like first-time parents, so we're kind of anxious as it is. You know, that's like a thing. Everyone's like, oh, your first one, you know, like, yeah, once you get to the second or third, no, we're done here. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to have to experience this kind of anxiety and like, ugh, I don't want to do this again. I love my son. I love him to death, but like, I don't want to have to go through all of this again with another child and be so scared all the time. Like, I'm sure maybe the anxiety calms down. Who knows? Maybe in a year or two, I'm going to be ready. But right now, I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. He can have cousins. He can have friends. I don't know that he needs a sibling. Just saying. But he got his stitches taken out and now he's chill, but he has so much PTSD because anytime now that we like lay him down, I think he remembers like the swaddling situation, because when we had to go get his stitches taken out, he also had to be swaddled. He had to be swaddled. I had to lay on top of him and the guy had to pull the stitches out, and oh, poor baby, he screamed the whole time. And so life's been a little crazy lately. And yeah, but I don't know where I was getting at with that. All I know is that I've never been more stressed in my life than I have been being a parent. It's such an amazing experience and it's such a beautiful experience, and there's nothing like it. And you'll never know the love that your parents have for you until you have a child and you feel that love towards your own child. But with that comes like the worry. I don't think that I'm ever not gonna be worried again. I think that I'm gonna be worried forever. Like forever, I'm just gonna be anxious and I'm gonna be worried. And that's scary. And like, that's why I say, listen, if you have more than one, props to you. Because one's hard. I can't even imagine having 2 or 3 or so on and so forth. I couldn't even imagine it. I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. Just saying, me personally, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I want to put on mascara. I still look really pale. I feel like the lighting I need to figure out the settings on this camera, because I was having this problem 2 years ago when I filmed. I felt like I looked really washed out and crazy. It's fine. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out eventually. But, oh my gosh. That's what's been going on here. I don't like my ears showing. I feel like I look crazy, but yeah, I spent a little crazy time. Again, I make no promises, but like I really do want to get back out here trying to post on this damn channel. Because like I have the channel, I have fun doing it, and then I just get in my own head. I get in my own head and like I watch videos, or like I watch the videos I make and I'm like, but this isn't even entertaining, and does anybody even care to see it? And the answer is, does it really matter? Like, if I'm having fun doing it, does it really matter? Like, does it really matter if X, Y, and Z watch my video, or they don't watch my video, or they subscribe or they don't? Like, if I'm having fun doing it, just do it. Just do it. I don't know. Plus, it's like, I got some subscribers. You guys are here. You guys are here, and I'm grateful for that. And you guys are loyal, because my gosh, I would have unsubscribed a long time ago. The way that I don't post. Don't unsubscribe, please. I'm just saying, like, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. I don't know, man. It's what it is. I do have an Honor Active Black Friday haul coming. I got a bunch of stuff. I got stuff for my mom, I got stuff for me, and I'm waiting on a couple of the packages to come in, so I'm waiting for those to come in to like do the whole haul and like put it out there. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching this. If you did, thank you for sticking around, and I hope that you have a good day, and happy December. Happy holidays. I look like a Crayola box with my blue sweatpants and my Santa sweater, but this is motherhood. Okay, this is toddlerhood. I'm just surviving. Surviving. That's all I got. Oh, I need some setting spray. Okay, y'all. Happy December.